Okay, let's get started now. Thanks to everyone who's joined. Hello and a warm welcome to our second episode of Blink Slice. This is a webinar, and it's a very short webinar, just 15 minutes, where we try and give you a short bit of insight into how to best use Blink. What we're going to be focusing on today is open banking. My name is Ben Cohen. I am the co-owner here at Blink, and I'm going to be talking to you about open banking, how it can help you in many different ways. As we go through the webinar, feel free to add questions and comments in the chat bar or in the Q&A section, and once we get to the end of the webinar, we'll address those questions, as many as we can, and try and help you out with anything that was unclear. As I say, it's 15 minutes, so it will feel quite fast. A lot of information packed into that. So any further information you require afterwards, please let us know. So let's get started then. We're going to start talking about open banking. As I say, within the Blink platform, as you're aware, we've got three payment rails. We've got open banking, direct debit, and card payment. And the idea is that all those can be used at many different transactions. But today we're going to focus purely on the open banking side of things. Okay. What we're going to learn today well, first we're going to be doing a demonstration to show how it feels to take a payment for open banking, or how to make a payment through open banking. Then we're going to talk a little bit about the open banking setup through Blink. We'll talk about the advantages and how you can make best use of open banking to improve the running of your business. And obviously helping new users getting started with taking payments. But the important thing to understand is open banking is pretty much a new and better version of BACS. For many, many years, 40, 50 years, people have been able to send, transfers to each other, more than that, in fact, but in the last 20 years or so, it's all become electric. We've been able to do it online. But with open banking, it can be done through just 1 or 2 clicks. So open banking is really replacing BACS payments in a big way. So very much the future of payments. But without trying to spend too much time describing what open banking is and how it works, etc., what we're actually going to do is we're going to demonstrate how it looks and how it feels to actually make a payment through open banking. So I'm going to pretend for the moment, for the purpose of this demonstration, I'm the customer. My name is Ben Cohen. I'm paying ABC Insurance Brokers, and I'm going to do that on my phone. So you'll be able to see my phone popping up in just a moment on the screen. Let me just hide it while I go through my passcode, because I don't want you to see that. And so earlier today, I would have received a text message from ABC Insurance Brokers in order to make a payment for an insurance policy that I've taken out. So I've got the text message. I recognise it's ABC because I've taken car insurance. I'm going to click on the payment link, and very simply that will take me to the payment page of the business, ABC Insurance. I'm actually selecting here to pay by bank rather than by card. As you can see, I can't edit any of the fields there. My email address in there, the invoice amount is in there. There's a nice message thanking me in advance of payment. Well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to process the payment. So I click on that, and that should take me through to my bank. So I bank with Revolut. The phone's picked it up off my banking app. I'm a Revolut customer, and I can see the sort code, account number, details of the business that I'm looking to pay as a private customer. The reference number, lovely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and make that payment. So going to Revolut, facial recognize my face. As I can see there, again, the details of the customer is actually under Adrian Eder's name, this account, so he'll be 1 penny richer after I've made the payment. Very simple. I click authorize. No need to enter any information on my part, and Revolut hopefully very quickly will push that payment through to ABC Insurance Brokers, and the payment will be done. Well, it should be done anyway in the space of a couple of clicks. So Revolut's just doing a double check that they're happy it's me. So I'll input the 6-digit code, and the payment has been authorized on Revolut's end. It now goes through to the bank, and hopefully it should be, yes, congratulations, 1 penny transaction was successful. I've now paid my insurance premium without entering a single detail into my banking app. So that is how open banking works, and that's what an open banking transaction feels like. I know for many people, they'll never have taken an open banking transaction, they'll never made a payment like that before. So I know it's a new thing, and hopefully that's explained it well, how it works and how easy it can be. So what we're going to do now that I've given an idea of how an open banking transfer works, we're going to show you how to utilize it within the Blink 2.0 platform. How to get it set up is going to be the first thing. So I'm going to do another very quick screen share over here. and I'm going to go to a login area. So let's say I'm a brand new Blink customer. All I do is go to my username, password, log in as a Blink customer. And once I log in, you can see in the top right, activate open banking. Can be simpler than that. Click the open banking link, and what will happen is you'll have a pre-populated form, which we've obviously got your details. You check the details are correct, make any changes if you need to. Very important to upload a proof of your bank account. So this is where the payment details, this is where the payments are actually going to go to. So sort code, account number, business name, etc. We check that and authorize that they're correct, so that the payments made to you as a business going to the right place. Send it on to us, and within 30 minutes, yes, just 30 minutes, you'll be set up, which is quick. As many of you are probably aware from making payments, so setting up card payments, it can take a few days or sometimes a few weeks. And this is not just for existing Blink customers, but for new customers as well. So if you'd like to join Blink and take payments through open banking, very, very simple. Just go onto our website, blinkpayment.co.uk. The link will be shown later on in the presentation. Sign up and then go through this form of activating open banking in the top right corner. And within 30 minutes, we'll have you set up and enabled to be able to take an open banking transfer from your clients. Very, very simple and easy setup. What we're going to do now is we've spoken a little bit about the open banking, how it works and how to activate it. We're going to talk through some of the advantages of open banking. What can it actually do for your business? Why does it help? Well, as mentioned earlier, back payments have been around a while. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Maybe, yeah, but very, very clunky. To make a bank transfer at the moment, you normally got to authorize the pay, so with a PIN Sentry or various other ways, quite clunky. Putting in sort code, account numbers, you can make mistakes, etc. They can be hacked. This really is the future of payments. This is going to replace a lot of invoice payments, which are done through bank account, but also card payment as well. There'll be a lot of situations where you can use this to get funds much quicker than card payment. It's a real-time transfer. So the money goes out from, let's say earlier I made that payment, goes straight out from my account into the business account, literally straight away. It doesn't matter whether it's the night, bank holiday, weekends, whatever it might be. Card payments quite often it's next day funding, excluding bank holidays. This is literally real time, so it's super quick, and it's a great customer journey as well. So the customer, as shown earlier, a couple of clicks, very simple to do. And then from your end, we're going to talk about this a little bit more, and we're going to demonstrate how easy it is to use on the Blink platform. But all your payments are coming into one place. You log into the Blink platform and you can see your transactions. You can send out payment requests for open banking. It's all in one place. Very, very simple and easy to manage. It's secure and trusted, so customers see your logo. Again, bank details can't be messed up. And the great news for you guys is the instant setup of Blink. Just activate, very, very simple, 30 minutes to be set up. That's not 30 minutes of work for you, it's just 30 minutes for us to activate it. So it's super simple and easy setup. That is as much about advantages on open banking that I'm going to discuss today. Again, any further help you want on that, you're welcome to get in touch with me after the webinar, and I can talk to you about how it can help your business. What we're going to do now is move on to how to take a payment through the Blink platform. So let's say you've actually done the setup. You've got a live Blink account, you've activated open banking. How do you then take payment through Blink? So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the dashboard of our Blink platform. So you've logged in. As you can see, the top right corner, the activate open banking has disappeared. You've got your four main areas of the dashboard: customer center, payment operations, reporting. But you want to stay in the payment area because you're taking a payment, remember, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to request a payment. This is where you request a payment off a specific customer. It's a one-time request, and they could be there on the phone. They don't want to have card details over the phone, or it's just you're chasing a payment and you want to send something out via text message or email. So you select your merchant ID. You then select which payment options you want to give the customer. So you can select cards payment, direct debit, and open banking, or just one of them. For the purpose of this demonstration, let's just select open banking. So we're giving the customer one choice. You then fill in the information of the customer. You'd normally put a mobile number in there because it's going to be a text message. You put a reference number in. You can allow the customer to edit the amounts, but if it's for a policy or something like that, you don't really, or an invoice, you don't really want them to, because it will just confuse things. Add a nice polite message in there, and send that off very simply. That goes off to the customer on a text message or on an email. and it will look something like this. Customer will then open it and it will look similar to the link I sent earlier. The only difference is over here, I'm actually opening it on my desktop. So if I actually wanted to pay by bank, I press process payment over here and I'm not on my phone, it will take me past my online banking I'm actually on Barclays online banking. Now I'm not going to complete the entire transaction, just showing you it takes you to the login of Barclays where you just authorize a transaction. The reason I'm not going to show it to you because you've seen it already on the phone, and also I don't want to share my account information for various reasons. So that is how you'd actually request a payment via open banking from one of your customers. Now this can be done on, I say, it's a unique link, and sometimes you'll want to be able to allow customers to pay easier for every single invoice. Let's say sending out 150 invoices a month. You don't want to create a new link for every single customer, every single invoice. So what would you do? Well, the best thing to do would go to the My Blink pages. The My Blink pages is where we give you a payment page to accept payment. This is one of the most fantastic, versatile, and unique features of Blink. It's a great area that allows different merchants to do different things. So I'll just give you an example of how it works before I show you how to edit it and allow open banking. So for example, Ember JD, insurance broker, been operating for over 100 years, fantastic insurance brokers. On their website, they have a pay premium link, and all you have to do is go to pay premium and it will take you to the payment page where you can make that payment. That's one option one of many uses of a Blink page. Another option, and actually just yesterday I had a request for payment from my accountants, Lothian Gross Barnett, again, highly recommended accountants. Within there, so I'm owing them £100, and all I need to do is click on the secure link they sent me in order to make a payment. So they've included in every single invoice email they send out is a link to make that payment. All I do is click on that and it takes me to the Lothian Gross Barnett payment page. I fill in the details, I'll fill in the amount, I can put in any amount here, and I choose pay by card or pay by bank. Pay by bank again will take me past the my open banking, will take me past my bank account through either online or on the phone. So that is what the use of the payment page is. So very simply, to set it up on the My Blink pages, is you go into there, you go into edit page over here on the right, and this is where you normally add your logo, change your color scheme. The options are endless. But if you wanted to change the payment methods on here, you go to settings, and you can see actually we've got open banking already activated. But you've got a choice here to activate cards, direct debit, open banking. Let's leave these two off for the moment. We'll save that for the moment, update it, and then I can now scroll down over here at the bottom, and this is the link to that payment page. I can now input this link. I can send it out on WhatsApp, on a text message, add it to emails. I can create a QR code for it as well, and allow my customers to pay me in any way I feel. But it avoids customers handing card details over the phone. It allows you to chase payments a lot quicker. So I just copy that link and show you what it looks like now that it's actually been done. And there you go, it's a pay by bank option only payment link. And again, generic can be used anywhere and for multiple times. So just to, that's the end of the actual demonstration part of the webinar. Let's just find my PowerPoint again. Okay, so we've been through the demonstration area. We've spoken about open banking and demonstrated how an open banking transaction should work. So hopefully that'll be an education for people that have never seen that before. We've also shown how instant payment through open banking can really improve your customer journey. So utilizing Blink to enable your customers to pay you nice and quickly rather than usual back transfers. And it's great when you're debt collecting, people always say, oh, wait for the payment run, it's got to go through this, got to go through that, because ultimately there is a process where it takes a long time. If you're a business and you've got to make multiple payments, you don't want to be logging into your open banking every single time to set up pay details. So having a quick, simple link, very similar to card processing, means people are likely to pay a lot quicker and don't really have excuses. And again, very simple and quick setup. So whether you are a prospective Blink client and would like to become a client, or you're an existing Blink customer, it's a 30-minute setup and you're ready to rock and roll. The link below to sign up actually is blinkpayment.co.uk/sign-up. And if you want to sign up there, very, very simple. Now, any questions you've got, we're now going to go through. And whilst we're doing that, whilst you're typing up any questions, or if you want to get in touch with me, you can also make comments there. I'm going to talk to you about the upcoming Blink Slices. So we've got a Netflix rivaling series continuing. So Deb Azam is going to dive into direct debits on the 28th of June. Expanded car payment solutions will be done by Donny Wise on the 6th of July. Sarah Jacobs is going to talk about getting started with batch payments. That's if you want to upload a spreadsheet full of transactions and have them just magically sorted out by Blink on the 12th of July. And the beauty of Blink Pages by our very own beautiful Giles Hodgson on the 20th of July, which is also my wedding anniversary. And that's all to come. So again, I'm going to leave this page open for the moment. If you want to get in touch, there's my email address. You've got a phone number there as well, or you can log into the Blink platform for live support, where you can use the chat box and get help from us. Okay. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go over to the questions and see if we have any questions to start with. So we've got a few to go through. We've got a question over here. Do you charge the same rate for processing an open banking payment as a card payment? So the answer is no. The flat rate on an open banking transfer is 0.75%, and that will be different to your card payments. It's significantly cheaper if you're accepting B2B transactions. So a corporate debit or credit card can be over 2%, so it's significantly cheaper. If you're doing huge transactions, let's say you've got law firms that are taking property transactions, or deposits for 50, 60,000 pounds, we should have a conversation separately rather than putting on a flat rate, something that will work for you, for your business. But that's as much information as I can give you on charges at the moment. 0.75% on transactions, and there's no per transaction fee on that. Next question over here from Michael. Do you have any customer-facing literature available for us to include to our customers when offering Blink payment facilities? I would say at the moment we don't. That's a great idea and something we can definitely put in place. Please make yourself known to us. We'll obviously send out any information about this to anyone that's joined the webinar, so you should get that. But it's a cracking idea. It's something we can work on and get sorted out fairly quickly. I'm speaking on behalf of the marketing department. They're probably sitting there thinking how we're going to fit this into our already congested queue. Next question, where can I see all my open banking transactions? Something we didn't cover today, and a jolly good question. So I'm just going to very quickly go into the Blink portal again and just show you over here. If you go to the reporting area, you've got recent Blink transactions. Let's go into that. And over here, you've got online card transactions, all transactions, mobile app, open banking. So if we just click on open banking, you can see them all here. You see lots of, these are all the sample transactions we've been trying over the last couple of days whilst we've been running practices of the webinar. But this is where you can actually see all the transactions all nice and live. Again, when there's an arrow there, it means you can drop down to a little bit more information. And view source shows you a little bit more information about it within the request to payment. So, for example, if you sent out a request to payment and someone hasn't actually opened the link, this is where you'd actually look. So you can see over here it's actually been paid. If I go to my request to payments, again, this is what it's showing you. This is an area where you can look at all the links you sent out. So I can see over here, this link has been opened, but it hasn't been paid. So you've got the option to check all transactions on open banking, but you can also check the links you sent out to open banking, see if they've been opened and if they've been paid. So good question, something we probably should have covered, although 15 minutes is always challenging. Next question from Anonymous. What's the difference between this and a normal bank transfer? Well, in terms of the money moving across, it's the same, but this is just much quicker for the customer, much more likely to make the payment within a couple of clicks. There's no requirement to enter sort code or account numbers. There's no requirement to enter reference, therefore no problem with money going to the wrong place. It's generally speaking a much quicker way of doing it. And this can actually also be added to e-commerce checkouts. As you've seen on the payment page we showed earlier, being able to pay by open banking rather than credit card and debit cards is another feature that can be used for online transactions. So those are some of the difference. Again, if you're currently happy with a bank-to-bank transfer and waiting for people to do the transfer and putting sort code account numbers in, you can leave it at that. But this really is the future of bank-to-bank transfers. Next question from Dawn: how long does it take for the payment to settle I think you should say into my bank account, and what is the cost per payment? So we've discussed the cost before, 0.75%. Obviously open to further discussions for larger transactions, but it's literally real time. As the payment is made, it's almost like, I don't know if you remember the first time you've taken or paid a payment on PayPal and the money moves instantly. Same thing, it's real time. It will hit your account as it leaves the customer's account. Okay, another one of the fantastic advantages. Next question from Anonymous: I'm an existing Fidelity customer. How do I access my Blink account? So if you're an existing, well, we've rebranded as Blink. So essentially being a Fidelity customer, you're a Blink customer. It means you've also got a Blink account. I'd say probably the best thing to do is drop us an email, and we can send you a new login because I don't have your details. Or I'll tell you what I can do is I can actually reply to you with our support email. So I'll do that after the I'll do that in a minute. I'll put our support email in there, so you can email in. We'll send you we'll reset your login details, so you can do that, or check your emails, your spam, etc. There'll be plenty of places to find the login for Blink, or go to our website. It's another way, I think, blinkpayment.co.uk, and log in there. And just, if you can't remember your password, just do forgotten password. Okay, next question. Is open banking widely used internationally? So if we sent a link to a customer in the USA, would the payment be this seamless, or is it more for a UK platform? So for international payments, it does work. It's all dependent on the bank they bank with. So even in the UK, we've got hundreds of banks that different people bank with. So as long as they bank with one of the mainstream USA banks, they should be able to pay through an open banking transfer. There's no reason why not. If I've made an incorrect statement on this, I'll have to double check it. I can always come back and clarify afterwards. So reach out to me via email and I'll respond to that accordingly, Ben. And last question from Anonymous again. Anonymous has been very busy. Can you make refunds via open banking? At the moment, through Blink, you cannot do that. And it's obviously something with open banking. There's a lot of functions and ability to do lots of different things, and that is a feature that presumably will come in at some point. Open banking can be used for sharing information. It can be used for pushing payments to clients. So let's say, if insurance companies needing to settle to clients, there's a lot more scope for it. But that will come into play sometime soon. But at the moment, refund cannot be done through open banking. It's very simple. Again, it's a bank transfer. So if you have got a bank transfer from a customer, you can't just refund that. You need to have to go through a whole rigmarole of paying it out. I think that is all for the questions. I can't see any other new questions that have come in. Let me just, whilst I've got you here, let me just put our support email here. 1 second. It's client.support@fidelitypayment.co.uk. I'll just share that with you here. So if you've got any further questions of setting up Blink bank accounts, just email that. I'll respond to the question that was asked on that. There we go, this one over here. Oh, we go. So Sarah's ready for that in. Okay, lovely. Support@blinkpayment.co.uk is another way of doing it. Okay, thank you very much for tuning in. As I said, get in touch if you need to. These are my contact. This is my information, my contact information if you need me. I hope it wasn't too quick. If you want more information, feel free to get in touch, and we'll be glad to help you out, get you set up with open banking nice and quickly. All the best. Have a fantastic rest of the week. Thanks.